Good morning to all. Today we are going to start our unit number 2, that is decision theory and theory of games. This unit is divided into three parts. In the first part, we are going to learn 5 criteria for decision making. Afterward, under condition of risk, how to make a decision, we will take that in the second bit. And in the last part, we are going to learn about theory of games. So let's start with the basic introduction about this unit, decision theory. Decision theory gives decision maker a rational approach to deal with the problems uh, with partial or imperfect or uncertain future condition. Okay, so for example, you are going to start or you are going to launch a new product. Okay, so for that, what could be the alternatives? You will think of it and how to select the particular alternative to maximize the return. So remember, the managers, decision makers, or owners of any business is a very crucial position. They have to deal with many time a problem in which they need to make a decision. But the decision, if the decision is wrong, the business will suffer. If decision is correct, the business will flourish. So making a decision is very crucial. Now we have seen that whenever we need to make a decision, it is good to have a quantitative approach. We should have some kind of uh, mathematical calculation approach to support the decision. Okay, so in the decision theory we are going to learn about it. Now, if a manager or decision maker needs to make a decision, he has to follow certain steps. So there are 4 steps involved. Step number 1, he has to first list all the viable alternatives. Okay, or choices. In a simple language we'll say he has to list all the choices. ठीक है, वो क्या करेगा, क्या क्या पॉसिबल चॉइसेस अवेलेबल है, he will look into the look into that. We call those choices or alternative as a course of action or actions, acts, strategies. Okay, so he has to do it. Okay, so we will list down that. We call it as a choices also. For example, if the company has to start a new product, already the company is in the business but they are working on the project X. Okay, it's a newly designed project or a product, and they want to produce it and then later on sell it. Okay, so what are the alternative, what could be the alternative for them, for the decision maker or a manager, out of which he has to select one. Okay, so here for this example, let's see the alternative. As the company is already in a business for the production of X product, they may go for expansion of the current plant, वो उसको expand करेंगे. Or the decision maker has another alternative. To produce that product X, he or she may construct a new plant, नया plant बनाएंगे. Or otherwise, there is another one more alternative. Decision maker may choose to go for contracting or subcontracting. He will choose a vendor and give order to that vendor to produce that component and then later on sell it. Okay, so these three are the alternative. There may be more than these three, but for understanding purpose about the decision theory, let's have only these three alternatives. So either he has to choose for expansion of the current plant, or construct a new plant, or give the contract to another vendor. Okay, so these three are alternative for them, for the decision maker. Okay, and he has to select one of these three. ऐसा नहीं कि तीनों के तीनों choose करेगा वो. Okay, either he will go for expansion or construction or subcontracting. Okay, so he has to choose between these three. So he has the manager has created list of alternatives or strategies or actions. Okay, after that he has to think about what could be the future event. Okay, we also call that future event as a state of nature or outcome. Okay, in this context, in the context of current example, the expected future event could be like there is a large demand, there could be a large demand, high demand for the product X हो सकता है. अनदर अल्टरनेटिव क्या है कि भाई नहीं, मॉडरेट डिमांड होगा, मार्केट का डिमांड जो होगा वो मॉडरेट है, ओनली 10,000 पीसेस ऑफ दैट प्रोडक्ट इज एक्सपेक्टेड. और देयर कुड बी अ पुअर डिमांड, आपने डिजाइन किया प्रोडक्ट एक्स, ओके, बट उसका डिमांड बहुत ही कम है, पुअर डिमांड. अनदर अल्टरनेटिव कुड बी you have designed a product, you have manufactured the product, but there is no demand for that product. ओके आपने अच्छे से डिजाइन किया था, बट यू मेड सम रॉन्ग कैलकुलेशंस एंड देयर इज नो डिमांड फॉर दैट प्रोडक्ट. ओके, सो दिस आर फ्यूचर इवेंट्स और स्टेट ऑफ नेचर और आउटकम. ठीक है, सो मैनेजर हैज टू लिस्ट डाउन, आइडेंटिफाई what are the future event or what could be expected here. So high demand could be there, moderate demand could be there, or low demand, or in worst situation there could be no demand for the product. Okay, so he has listed down alternatives and future event. After that the third step is preparing a payoff table or conditional gain profit table representing the alternatives and state of nature or courses of action. In this example, what he will do, he will list down the alternative first कि भाई expansion करूंगा मैं. Okay, I'll expand, जो current plant है उसको expand करूंगा. And what will be my payoff, what will be my payoff when there is a high demand. Okay, so here he will write down his profit, expected profit. This will be not the exact value but expected. Okay, so how that calculation will be done? For example, for expansion he will spend some money, right? He will invest some money, he will hire new people, he will procure particular machines, material, and whatever expansion will cost, that will be cost to him, that will be negative amount. Okay, and he will choose कि high demand अगर होगा तो probably how much sale could be expected for high demand. For with his experience, manager's experience, he will say that in high demand I'm going to sell 50,000 product. Okay, now he knows how much is the profit per product. So profit made, assume karte 2 rupees per piece, and he has sold or he expect to sell 50,000 product. Okay, so that will be his profit. Okay, total profit minus the amount invested, that will be net profit. Okay, so he will write down here net profit kitna aata hai under expansion choice and if there is a high demand. Similarly, if there is a moderate demand, so moderate demand मतलब वो assume करेगा कि भाई 25,000 pieces or product I'll sell. Under expansion the amount invested will be remain same. Okay, and then he will calculate net profit, and here he will write it down. Similarly, for low demand, for no demand, all the amount he invested, that will be his loss. So it will be represented as negative some rupees. Okay. Similarly, then he will go for second alternative. Construct अगर मैंने किया, नया plant ही construct किया, and if I face high demand, how much will be my net profit or payoff? How much will be my profit under moderate demand if I go with the construct alternative? Similarly, low demand, no demand के लिए वो calculations करेगा. Okay, so he will prepare some this kind of payoff table. We call it as a payoff table. Payoff table represent all the alternatives and all the events, expected events, and these number represent payoff to the firm or net profit to the firm. Okay, so third step is very important. He has to prepare a payoff table. After that, based on the decision making criteria, so in the latter stage we will learn various criteria. So based on the criteria, he will choose either expansion or construct or subcontract. So based on his attitude, his approach, his selection of decision making criteria, he will choose one of these three alternatives. So that will be its last step. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood these 4 steps in decision making. Next, we are going to learn about a decision making environment. Now this decision making environment is a very vast topic, vast area. Okay, actually our whole course comes under this topic, decision making environment. Okay, so what is this environment? Environment is kind of a situation. Okay, so under what situation the manager is, based on that situation he has to follow certain rules, certain mathematical approaches. So let's see the first let's see how these decision making environment or situation are classified. These are classified based on a degree of certainty. Degree of certain, how much certainty is available regarding the information, regarding the values, resources, all these parameters. Okay, so based on degree of certainty, there are 4 types of environment or 4 types of situations available. So the first situation is, now in this situation decision maker has to make a decision under condition of certainty. Okay, so it's certain, the condition is certain. That means, what is meant by certain? Every information is available and he, the decision maker, knows about each and every future events as well as alternative as well as all the payoff things. Okay, so if the decision maker is very certain about the future, for example, okay, to understand this environment, decision making under condition of certainty, let's take example of a Maruti vehicle. Okay, so what happens, a supplier or a showroom knows about the demand of customer of particular vehicle. Let's take a Swift car. So he knows that in a 1 month there could be a sale of 10,000 Swift car. Okay, now the manufacturing plant of a Maruti, which is situated in a Chennai, the showroom will place a order of 10,000 Swift vehicle to a firm. Okay, now the decision maker is in the firm of a Maruti in the Chennai. तो उसको ऑलरेडी पता है कि मुझे शोरूम का डिमांड है 10,000 स्विफ्ट कार. ओके, सो ही इज नो कि कितना डिमांड है 10,000. so in that month he is going to manufacture exact 10,000 swift car. Okay, Also, he knows everything about resources available, the cost of production, also the sales price. So he knows about each and everything. So the procedure we follow for a decision making under condition of certainty are like LPP, जो हमने सीखा था फर्स्ट यूनिट में LPP. Also, there is a transportation model, assignment model. The most of OR topics comes under decision making under conditions of certainty, where all the future events, the information about the future event is known. क्या होने वाला है, okay, ये already उसको पता है, decision maker को पता है. Okay, so this is the first situation, first environment. Next environment, okay, यहाँ पे पूरा 100% certain है. Next environment is decision making under condition of uncertainty. Okay, so in this situation, the decision maker knows that there are more than one state of nature exists. That means there could be, he knows that there could be a high demand or moderate demand or low demand or no demand of the product. उसको पता है कि चारों में से कुछ ना कुछ होने वाला है. Okay, but he don't know what will happen. ठीक है, उसको पता है कि ये चार में से एक चीज होने वाली है, बट कौन सी चीज होने वाली है, हाई डिमांड होने वाली है, लो डिमांड होने वाली है, कौन सी चीज होने वाली है वो पता नहीं है उसको. ओके, सो दिस सिचुएशन इज कॉल्ड एज ए कंडीशन ऑफ अनसर्टेनिटी. ओके, ऑल्सो ही डजंट हैव अ नॉलेज कि प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है, कि हाई डिमांड आने वाले की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है, ये भी उसको पता नहीं है. बट उसको क्या पता है कि इस चारों में से एक कुछ ना कुछ होने वाला है अपने साथ. ओके, सो in this situation, in this condition, the decision maker is uncertain about the future event. Also, he doesn't have any knowledge about the probability of happening that event. Okay, but he just know that कि state of nature क्या हो सकता है, what could happen. Okay, so this is the second environment. In first two lectures, we are going to concentrate about how to make a decision under condition of uncertainty. Okay, so we are going to spend two lectures on this, today's and tomorrow's or next lecture. After that, the third condition is that here decision maker also knows कि भाई चार condition हो सकता है, चार events हो सकते हैं. Okay, and also he has a knowledge, or he has, or decision maker has sufficient information about the probabilities of happening that particular event. To understand this, to have a clarity, let's take an example of a newspaper seller. Okay, imagine yourself as a newspaper का stall वाला. ठीक है, और आप क्या कर रहे हो, you would like to expand your business. So you have alternatives like you could have one more table in your stall, which will cover, then you can store or you can present more number of newspapers. Second alternative could be you can rent one more shop in a certain locality and then start your another stall there. Third probability could be you could hire more people on a cycle for distribution of newspaper. Okay, this could be one more alternative. So these three are alternative for yourself. Okay, and event क्या हो सकता है कि न्यूज़पेपर का सेल बढ़ेगा, there could be a high demand, there could be moderate demand, there could be low demand. ठीक है, so ये इस टाइप के सिचुएशन अवेलेबल है. Now, as this newspaper stall wala already is in a business, he knows about the probability कि भाई वीकेंड में जो है टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया का सेल बढ़ता है. So he knows that for Times of India, the demand in the weekend is very high. So probability of having maximum number, maximum stall or maximum table for Times of India in the weekend is high. So he can assign the probability कि भाई demand of high demand का probability 50% हो सकता है. In weekdays, the probability of demand of having moderate demand is around 30 to 40%, and there could be a probability of 10% of getting no customer at the stall. Okay, उसको पता है कि कभी कभी in rare cases, only in 10% of a time, there could be chance of no customer turning up onto the stall. Okay, so this situation is called as a decision making under condition of risk. Why it is called as a risk? Because the decision maker knows about the probability of happening that future event. क्या होने वाला है उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी उसको पता है. उसको 100% सर्टन नहीं है कि हाई डिमांड ही 100% आने वाला है, उसको पता नहीं, बट ही हैज अ नॉलेज कि देयर इज अ प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ 50% of facing a high demand. ठीक है, so he is taking a risk with all the information. He is taking a risk of making particular decision. So this environment is called as a decision making under condition of risk. Okay, so this is third condition. Now the fourth condition, and this is very interesting condition. This is decision making under condition of conflict. Okay, so that means you are in a business with a competitor, so you have to make a decision by looking at gains or losses of the competitor too. वो क्या डिसीजन ले सकता है, उस हिसाब से आपको डिसीजन लेना है, such that your gain will be more. ओके, एंड अगर आपका गेन है मतलब कॉम्पिटिटर का लॉस होना चाहिए, राइट, बिकॉज देयर शुड बी अ बैलेंस, इक्विलिब्रियम होना चाहिए, राइट. सो अगर आपने 20 रुपीज का सेल बढ़ाया, दैट मीन्स 20 रुपीज का सेल घटना चाहिए कॉम्पिटिटर का. ओके, सो यू आर इन अ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, यू आर इन अ competition. Okay, so this topic we are going to cover in the third bit of this unit, which is known as theory of games. Okay, so in if you look at the whole picture, there are three conditions for decision making, or there are four situations in which decision maker has to make decision. Like there are certainty 100% पता है कि फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है. सेकंड कंडीशन है there is no knowledge of what could happen. Next one, there is a probability known to a decision maker about what could happen. Fourth is the condition of conflict. There are two or more people in which we are conflicting with the three or more people or competitor. Okay, so these four are the situation. Now remaining units, and unit number 1 talk about decision making under condition of certainty. Okay, LPP, transportation, assignment model, etc., queuing theory. Okay, now in this unit we are going to start discussion regarding the topic of decision making under condition of uncertainty. Okay, so let's go ahead with that. First bit, under condition of certainty. Okay, so here decision maker has a knowledge about state of nature, मतलब हाई डिमांड, लो डिमांड, मॉडरेट डिमांड और नो डिमांड. उसको पता है कि फ्यूचर इवेंट्स क्या क्या है. ओके, बट he doesn't have a knowledge of probability of that occurrence. क्या हो सकता है उसकी probability उसको पता नहीं है. The example of this is launching a new product. Okay, so new product जब जा रहे हो आप, तो you don't have that basic knowledge of the supply and demand. Now to make the decision, proper decision under these circumstances, there are few criteria, decision criteria or procedures available. Now the selection of the criteria, decision making criteria, is based on the company's policy and attitude of decision maker. Okay, so if you recall my first lecture, introduction of about operations research, I told you this subject, this course take cares of your economical knowledge, your mathematics, scientific knowledge, technical knowledge. Along with that, he consider, in some cases he consider psychology of human. Okay, so based on this psychology, there are certain criteria. Okay, so we will look into that. So before that, what we will do, we will first understand the payoff table. Okay, and then apply particular criteria and we'll make the decision. Okay, so let's go back to the previous example where uh, there were three alternative: expand, construct and subcontract, and there were four state of nature: high demand, moderate demand, low demand or nil demand. Okay, now the decision maker or manager will go to the pen and paper and he will do the calculation कि particular high demand में इतना sale होगा, इतना profit कमाऊंगा, and a net profit for expansion, okay, will be this much. Okay, so based on that he will create a payoff table for high demand under these three alternative: expand, construct or subcontract. How much net profit or how much payoff I could expect. Okay, so here there are three alternatives, and for each alternative under high demand, the data is calculated. In this example, 50,000 rupees, 70,000 rupees and 30,000 rupees. Similarly, again he will go back and he will calculate the payoff for moderate demand. अगर moderate demand होगा, so under these three alternatives, expand, construct, subcontract, how much I could expect. ठीक है, अगर लो डिमांड होगा तो क्या होगा? नाउ लो डिमांड या फिर नो डिमांड में the decision maker or the firm is going to suffer, they are going to suffer some losses, because to construct or to expand or to give to give contract, they have invested some amount. Okay, and due to less demand or no demand, that money is going to lose. Okay, so that's why we have represented the payoff in a negative number. Negative means loss. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood the payoff table, how it works. Now the first criteria we are going to look is based on the nature or psychology of a decision maker. Okay, so there are various personalities available, and based on those personality, we have, or sorry, this topic evolves certain criteria. Okay, so there are some people who are very optimistic. Okay, so there is first criteria of optimism. Okay, it is known also as a maxi-max criteria. Let's look at what this criteria or criteria of optimism suggests. ठीक है, ऑप्टिमिस्टिक पर्सन मीन्स क्या? वो सोचता है कि मेरे साथ अच्छा ही होगा. ओके, सो व्हाट एवर इन सिचुएशन I am, I am going to get a good result only. The outcome is good. So optimistic person क्या सोचेगा कि मेरे साथ तो अच्छा ही होगा. Okay, so while judging this, what he will do, if first he will place himself for the first alternative. Okay, so he will think that the decision maker or the optimistic person will go for the first alternative, expand. If I go for expansion, if I go with the expansion, what could I expect? Okay, now remember, you are, or the decision maker is an optimistic person. So what he will suggest or what he will expect कि मेरे साथ तो अच्छा ही होगा, मतलब मुझे क्या मिलेगा? 50,000 का सबसे अच्छा. देखो हाई डिमांड है तो मेरे साथ अच्छा होने वाला है, मतलब I'm going to earn 50,000 rupees for this alternative, expand alternative. So he will call that function. Okay, then he will place himself for second alternative, a construct. Again, I am an optimistic person, so I'll expect maximum payoff out of it. मेरे साथ अच्छा होगा, मतलब अच्छा मतलब कितना क्या होगा? I'll earn 70,000 rupees. Okay, then he will go for, or I'll go for third alternative, subcontract. So for this also I'll expect a good return, that is 30,000 rupees. So he will call out of it. So now you are an optimistic person, and these are the three alternatives, three choices. Now please let me know which one out of these three, which one the optimistic person will choose. Please let me know in the chat window. Okay, so in this situation the decision maker will go for the construct because he could expect the maximum payoff here, 70,000. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood this criteria, and remember the criteria is called as a optimistic criteria or criteria of optimism, also known as maxi max criteria. Why it is called as a maxi max criteria? So first thing, he will go for each alternative he will choose the maximum. Okay, and then again out of all these maximum outcome he will choose the again maximum one. So that's why it is called as a maxi max, maximum out of maximum. Okay, so this is your first criteria. Now second criteria, the second criteria is called as a criteria of pessimism. Now we know that there are some people who are pessimistic. ओके, नाउ द पेसिमिस्टिक पर्सन मतलब क्या है? वो सोचता है कि मेरे साथ जो होगा वो बुरा ही होगा. ठीक है, नाउ लेट्स लुक एट दिस पे ऑफ टेबल एंड द डिसीजन मेकर. I'll place myself as a pessimistic decision maker, so I'll go for criteria alternative number one, expand. Okay, so I'll look into the payoff table. 50,000, 25,000, loss of 25,000, loss of 45,000. Okay, now as a pessimistic person I'll say मेरे साथ तो बुरा होने वाला है, मतलब मेरा लॉस होगा 45,000 का. Right, so if I go with the first alternative, the loss is of 45,000. Okay, then I'll study the second alternative, that is construct. Okay, again as a pessimistic I'll think of myself as I'll face the maximum loss. मेरे साथ बुरा ही होगा. ओके, बुरा मतलब क्या होगा कि मैं लूज करूंगा मनी 80,000 rupees. Okay, then for the third alternative, subcontract, again I'll look at the payoff table and then I'll say कि मैं मेरे साथ जो होगा वो लॉस ही होगा, बुरा ही होगा of 10,000 rupees. Okay, so these three are my choices. As a pessimistic person, for each alternative I'll go for the minimum number, minimum payoff. Okay, so as these are losses, so I have collected it. Now please tell me, as a decision maker, out of these three, as a pessimistic criteria, which one you will go for? Okay, so in the chat window please let me know. So here he will go for subcontract. Okay, so बहुत बार क्या होता है, student make a mistake like this. As a pessimistic person, they have calculated or taken out the minimum of each alternative, and then again they go for the most negative number or most loss. Even though it's a pessimistic person, वो बुद्धू नहीं है. Okay, if look at, he will look at the numbers and then he will choose the proper one. ठीक है, मेरे साथ होगा बुरा होगा, Okay, but what I'll do, I'll select the better in the worst situation. So best out of worst जाऊंगा मैं. So that's why this criteria is also called as a maxim mean. So maximum out of minimum. Okay, so here we have populated minimum data. He will choose maximum out of minimum. So that's why this criteria is also called as a maxi-mean criteria and also Wald's criteria. Okay, so remember the names: criteria of pessimism is also known as maxi-mean criteria, and Wald's criteria. Okay, so decision maker will choose subcontract. Good. So आपको दो क्राइटेरिया अच्छे से समझ में आए. We will go for the third criteria, that is Savage criteria, or it is also known as a regret criteria or minimax regret criteria. Okay, so I request all of you to look into this criteria carefully, because in this criteria student may make mistake, क्योंकि earlier was very easy, यहाँ पे थोड़ा अलग है, the treatment is little different. Okay, now we have seen two personalities. One are very optimistic and one are very pessimistic. Then there are third category of people, third category of psychology, that is about regret. कुछ लोग रहते हैं, देखो, वो डिसीजन ले लेते हैं. ओके, एंड आफ्टर दैट वो सर को हाथ लगा के बोलते, यार ये किया होता तो अच्छा होता. ओके, वो किया होता तो बहुत अच्छा होता. So they regret after the making decision. They regret based on the state of nature turn up. They regret कि अगर ये चूज किया होता, मैंने एक्सपांड किया होता तो बहुत अच्छा होता यार, यहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा पैसा लॉस हो रहा है कंस्ट्रक्ट के लिए या सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के लिए. ओके, सो दे रिग्रेट अबाउट इट. So there are some decision maker who regret afterwards. So for them, there is one criteria for decision making to minimize that regret. ओके, जो बाद में सोचते हो ना, वो कम करने के लिए, रिग्रेट कम करने के लिए, दिस इज द क्राइटेरिया, सैवेज क्राइटेरिया. ओके, सो दिस इज योर पे ऑफ टेबल एंड हाउ टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम, हाउ टू मेक अ डिसीजन to minimize the regret. So we will look into this. So this table is called as a profit table or payoff table. Okay, now based on the payoff table, we are going to prepare a regret table. Okay, regret table will represent regret made by the decision maker. Okay, so it determines amount of regret corresponding to each and every event for every alternative. Okay, don't go into the technicality of this definition of regret table. Here I'll show you, I'll demonstrate to you how to prepare a regret table. Okay, so this is your regret table. Now we are going to prepare regret for first one, high demand. Okay, now place yourself as a decision maker. Okay, so I'll place myself as a decision maker. ठीक है, और मैंने क्या किया है, एक्सपांड, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट और सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, इन तीनों में से एक कोई तो भी चूज कर लिया. ठीक है, नाउ वी आर इन अ फ्यूचर. व्हाट हैपेंड in the future, we are facing a high demand of that product. Okay, ऑलरेडी हमने एक्सपांड, कंस्ट्रक्ट और सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में से एक चूज कर लिया है, एंड नाउ in the future we are facing a high demand of that product. Okay, now manager is going to regret about not earning that much or maximum profit. Okay, so let's do the calculation for expand. Imagine we have chosen expansion. Okay, and we are facing high demand. How much regret the decision maker will make. Okay, वो देखेगा पे ऑफ टेबल. ठीक है, अगर हाई डिमांड है, तो decision maker could have, it was possibility of earning 70,000 rupees, right? उसको मैक्सिमम कितना कमा सकता था हाई डिमांड में? 70,000, 70,000. ओके, बट he has chosen to go for expand. What happened? Now he is going to regret कि मैंने यार 20,000 कम कमा रहा हूं. So his regret is loss of 20,000, because he could have earned 70,000, but he chose to go for expand. Now he is earning only 50,000. So his regret is 20,000. Regret is of 20,000. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood the concept. So similarly, we will populate the data for each and every regret. Okay, so then imagine उसने construct choose किया है and high demand है, तो उसका regret कितना होगा? So construct and high demand, he is earning 70,000, and in under high demand, this is the maximum number. So his regret will be 0. कुछ regret नहीं, वो सबसे ज्यादा कमा रहा है. ओके, उसने अगर दूसरा कुछ कर अल्टरनेटिव चूज किया होता तो पैसा कम कमाता, बट कंस्ट्रक्ट की वजह से ही इज अर्निंग मोर अमाउंट. ओके, सो हिज रिग्रेट इज ऑफ 0 रुपीज. सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में कितना रिग्रेट हुए? 40,000 का, क्योंकि अब वो कमा रहा है 30,000, बट ही कुड हैव अर्न 70,000 रुपीज. सो द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दैट विल बी हिज रिग्रेट, राइट? सो सिमिलरली now he will think of moderate. Just imagine we are facing a moderate demand in the future. So how much regret under each category, each alternative he is going to face? Okay, so moderate demand, पहला expand के लिए वो 30,000 कमा सकता था, but he is now earning only 25,000. So that means his regret is of 5,000. Similarly, for construct, his regret will be 0 rupees. Subcontract, 15,000 rupees. Okay. Now for low demand. Okay. For low demand, again I'll explain this part. For low demand, if he goes and उसने पास्ट में चूज किया है एक्सपांड, उसका लॉस हो रहा है देखो 25,000 का, लॉस हो रहा है 25,000 का. सो इसमें रिग्रेट कितना कर सकता है? फॉर दिस कंडीशन वो रिग्रेट करेगा कि भाई अगर मैंने सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट चूज किया होता, इफ आई कुड हैव चोजन सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, इन दैट सर्कमस्टेंसेस I could have lost only 1,000. Now I am losing 25,000 rupees. Okay, so he is going to regret for this 24,000 ka extra loss, right? So his regret is of 24,000. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood this, because these are negative numbers, so that's why I have explained in differently. सिमिलरली अगर उसने कंस्ट्रक्ट चूज किया होता तो क्या करेगा? वो रिग्रेट कितना करेगा कि भाई 1,000 का लॉस में सफर करता, बट नाउ आई एम लूजिंग 40,000. सो मेरा रिग्रेट कितना है फिर? 39,000 का. सो आई एम रिग्रेटिंग लॉस ऑफ 39,000 रुपीज. लास्ट वन सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में द मिनिमम लॉस ऑफ इज ऑफ 1,000 एंड आई एम लूजिंग द सेम अमाउंट, सो 0 रुपीज का रिग्रेट. सिमिलरली फॉर नील, यहाँ पे मैक्सिमम सॉरी मिनिमम लॉस कितना था? 10,000 का, बट एक्सपांशन में लॉस कितना हो रहा है? 45,000 का. सो रिग्रेट विल बी ऑफ 35,000. नेक्स्ट विल बी 70,000 एंड लास्ट 0, नो रिग्रेट. ओके, सो फॉर दिस क्राइटेरिया फर्स्ट you need to prepare a regret table. Okay, then in that regret table what he will do, for each alternative, as he is a regretting person, for each alternative he will find out the maximum regret कि भाई maximum regret मेरे साथ क्या होगा for expansion, for expansion alternative. Okay, so maximum regret is of 35,000. ये maximum regret है मेरा. सेकंड अल्टरनेटिव अगर मैंने कंस्ट्रक्ट किया होता, so मेरा maximum regret for this alternative is of 70,000. If I could go with the subcontracting, मेरा maximum regret is 40,000. Okay, now look at this regret table, understand the psychology, and please let me know what could be द बेस्ट अल्टरनेटिव फॉर द डिसीजन मेकर। क्या गेस कर सकते हो आपके डिसीजन मेकर इसमें से क्या चूज करेगा? एक्सपांड, कंस्ट्रक्ट, सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, बेस्ड ऑन रिग्रेट टेबल टू मिनिमाइज हिज रिग्रेट। ओके, सो ऑल ऑफ यू आर करेक्ट। सबको अब ठीक से अच्छे से समझ में आ रहा है हाउ द डिसीजन मेकर्स make decision based on the different criteria. We have seen 3 criteria here, and if you look at the answers, देखो अब okay, so sorry for this, there was some network issue. So if you look at the 3 criteria, for each criteria, see the alternative turn up is different. In one case it was expand, in one case it was construct, and in one case is okay. Sorry for this again. What I'll do, I have posted link for today's attendance in the chat window. Please go through it. So we have seen 3 conditions, 3 criteria. Based on that, decision maker will make a decision. And if you observe, for each personality or each psychology, the decision could be different. Okay, so for pessimistic person, it was construct. For optimistic person, it was subcontract or construct. And for minimum regret criteria or savage criteria, the answer is expand. Okay, so there is no one single definite answer for the same numerical, same problem. Okay, so your decision making is driven by psychology. ठीक है, तो कभी कभी आपको साइकोलॉजी कहाँ पे जाता है उस हिसाब से डिसीजन मेकर हैज टू गो. ओके, so there are around 8 minutes remaining, so let's look at this example. Okay, and try to solve this example. Make the decision as a pessimistic or optimistic or regret. Under these circumstances, what could be the best alternative for each criteria? What is the best alternative? Okay, so solve this numerical at home, take the screenshot. In tomorrow's lecture, I'll show you the solution, and we will go ahead with the two more criteria. Right now we have learned only 3, so additional 2 criteria will cover in the next class. Okay, so thank you student, please fill the attendance form. If you have doubt, please let me